Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. You see what I mean, right? They just don't get it. If you watch the video that I made on Mayor Lori Lightfoot, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, and her response to that question during the Democrat nomination debate, just for context, when she said this,
to help them make sure that their money is secure, not use money, if at all possible, using other forms of transactions to take care of themselves.
The whole point that I was trying to make during that video, the thesis, I guess you could say, was the constant misdiagnosis that we see from these leftoids. You know, violent crime, robberies, their solution, eliminating money. Violent criminals resisting arrest, putting themselves in terrible positions, in some cases putting their hands in their pockets or even pointing weapons at police officers or charging at police officers. Their reaction, police officer bad, racist, systemic racism, defund the police. They constantly misdiagnose the problem when it comes to each and every single issue. And I guess the overarching theme is that they're living in La La Land. They're living in a fantasy dream reality. They're not living in the real world. They're living in their own perception of reality rather than, reality. And that's why we get moments like these. What's taking these companies so long to realize that this woke garbage isn't going to work, it's not going to last, and it's going to damage your public image and your brand image? You would think that they would have realized by now, but of course not. They're struggling to put their finger on it to pinpoint the issue, because it seems like a lot of these marketing experts and a lot of these corporate executives are suffering through a very serious disease, and that's the disease of left-wing liberalism. A mind fog, a mind virus, a woke mind virus that causes you to endlessly cope. And man, is that exactly what's going on with M&M's, the famous candy, not the famous rapper from Detroit, as they respond to public backlash from their woke actions in the most ridiculous way imaginable. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so let's first start off with the context. So this whole new woke marketing campaign from M&M started actually 11 months ago, and Tucker Carlson reported on it back then.
M&Ms were pushing intolerance, but they've been changed. You're seeing the changes right now on your screen. The green M&M, you will notice, is no longer wearing sexy boots. Now she's wearing sensible sneakers. Why the change? Well, according to M&M's, quote, "We all win when we see more women in leading roles, because leading women do not wear sexy boots. Leading women wear frumpy shoes. The frumpier, the better. That's the rule." The other big change is that the brown M&M has, quote, transitioned from high stilettos to lower block heels. Also less sexy. That's progress. M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous. Until the moment you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them. That's the goal. When you're totally turned off, we've achieved equity. They've won. Meanwhile, in a nod to the burgeoning wellness movement, the orange M&M will, quote, acknowledge and embrace his anxiety. And actually, if you look at him, the orange M&M does appear very anxious. Maybe he doesn't like all the ugly new shoes he sees around him. Maybe he liked the sexy boots. Maybe the orange M&M is a secret sexist himself.
M&M's new campaign to be woke and inclusive. Their solution to the world's problems, androgyny. Obviously just some more woke BS. Leftoids were laughing at Tucker Carlson back then, saying Tucker Carlson is promoting false outrage. He's mad that M&M's aren't sexy anymore. But obviously the issue wasn't the fact that M&M's weren't sexy anymore, it's just the woke nonsense. This is how you're solving the world's issues. And of course the most annoying thing is blurring the lines between the sexes, promoting this idea that it's somehow immoral for women to look like women and men to look like men, and that everybody should look androgynous, because that's true equality and wokeness. I mean, what a gray, desperate reality that would be. But like most things, like most woke angles, and especially woke marketing angles, it didn't really end so well for M&M's. Here's a leftoid on Twitter seething with rage. They gave in to effing Tucker Carlson. Remember what conservatives took from us. M&M's just released this post on their Instagram account. America, let's talk. In the last year, we've made some changes to our beloved spokes candies. We weren't sure if anyone would even notice. and we definitely didn't think that it would break the internet. But now we get it. Even a candy's shoes can be polarizing, which was the last thing M&M's wanted since we're all about bringing people together. Therefore, we have decided to take an indefinite pause from the spokes candies. In their place, we are proud to introduce a spokesperson America can agree on, the beloved Maya Rudolph. We are confident Mrs. Rudolph will champion the power of fun to create a world where everyone feels that they belong. And they just don't get it. You went woke and you're going broke, and your response is to just bench the spokes candies. How utterly stupid. And their solution to the whole thing is to hire Maya Rudolph as their new spokesperson. This person. Yep, Maya Rudolph, the same person who played Kamala Harris on the woke SNL next to Jim Carrey. Who the hell is running these marketing firms? I mean, these decisions are just atrocious. A total hit and a miss, a total misdiagnosis. We didn't know that candy's shoes could be so polarizing, as if it's just the physical identity of the shoe that's the problem. No, it's the woke garbage ideology behind it that is so frustrating to people. And your solution isn't to be introspective, to think, and to understand what's frustrating people. Your solution is to just get rid of the spokes candies entirely and bring in woke SNL Kamala Harris as the replacement. A total lack of self-awareness. And actually, speaking of this lack of self-awareness, I don't understand how they aren't aware of the hypocrisy. They're claiming to be inclusive. With these changes, they're being fundamentally exclusive. Diversity, diversity, and inclusion. What does that mean to these woke leftoids in the marketing world? Making all the candies look the same. Like I stated earlier, androgynous candies. It seems to me like you're being exclusive of beautiful feminine women, or the representation of femininity, as if femininity in itself, by virtue, is wrong, immoral, and promoting this idea that it should be shunned and removed and exiled. That doesn't seem like inclusion. That seems like woke culture run amok. That seems like the cultist behavior that we see from modern day woke leftism taking over your marketing department. It's an attack on gender is what it really is. Men are demonized. Being masculine is somehow a bad thing. Being a provider, a defender, a protector somehow makes you a bad person. Those are traits of toxic masculinity. Wearing high heels, a feminine pose, having slim legs and slim arms, with feminine hands and feminine gloves is somehow wrong. And it should be replaced with butch sneaker girl. It's just fundamentally unhappy people who are imposing their views on everyone else. That's what it is. This gender image, therefore nobody should. I feel insecure and uncomfortable about myself. I don't feel feminine enough. Therefore, no one should feel feminine. It's a total disregard for others. That's what it really is. It's anger, jealousy, and most importantly, it's control. It's the same issue that we see with modern feminism. It's inherently exclusive. You have these characters who set the standard. This is our battle standard. This is our cry. And then people who don't agree with it, people who fit maybe a different definition, maybe women who like the high heels, who like the character, who are feminine themselves and enjoy the portrayal of a feminine character, well, their needs, their wants, of course, are unaccounted for. The woke mob fights only for the green-haired androgynous crew and leaves everyone else unrepresented. It's a deeply corrosive, unsustainable idea, and M&M's, I guess, is learning the hard way, or struggling to learn in general, considering their response. But one thing I know for sure, one thing I know for certain, is that one specific phenomenon remains undefeated, and that is the phenomenon of getting woke and going broke. I have yet to see a single one of these woke marketing campaigns not backfire spectacularly. This is just yet again another one to add to the list. And I know for sure I won't be buying any M&Ms personally, not because, as the leftoids are saying, I'm angry because there's no more sexy M&Ms, but because of the corrosive philosophy that motivated their marketing shift. That's what I got for you guys, though. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel if you guys are up for it. I got one more video to record for the day, so I'm going to get to that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.